So as you all know, this is fully solar powered, 100% renewable energy. That is what keeps this place lit up 24/7. We have some solar lights around the perimeter here, and then we have some close to the building. But besides those solar lights, we also have security lights right in the middle there, all around the four walls of this building, and those are powered by this central solar power system. So for these lights, the perimeter lights, those ones are like standalone solar lights. They come with their own solar panels on the top and a battery built into the light. So those are independent of this system. This system supplies the main, it serves as the main power source for the building and also powers those security lights on the walls around the building itself. And then also everything else in the building. So let me give you a sense of what we are doing here. So as you know, this is the equipment yard. All around is fenced, a short low fence. This is where we are going to be packing all of our equipment and doing all the crazy stuff that we need to do. This is our borehole well. We're having this borehole well supplies this building and will supply everything that will be done in this equipment yard. For now, as you can see, it's still like makeshift, but we have everything working. What we need to do now is to build something around it to prevent water from sliding back along the walls of the pipe that is in there. For now, that is not a problem really. We just cover it temporarily with plastic. We have the pump in it. It's a solar pump that is in it, and the wire basically runs through here, and then it goes into a PVC pipe that runs under the ground. As you can see, we haven't extended the pipe because we haven't decided yet what will be the height of this place. But beyond this point, this wire is buried in a pipe. And then that is the water pipe that takes the water from here. It takes it all the way into that little house there that we're still working on. So this is the building, tiny cabin, and that is the water line that I'm following, and that water line goes into this little building here. But we have an outdoor pump, and I'm gonna tell you, we do not have a water tank suspended anywhere. So let's go in here this direction. Let's go in here. This is the back of this building, and we'll come to the building. But this is the building we just built over the septic tank. This entire length of this wall, from this door here all the way down there, that is the length of the septic tank. And this entire width of this wall from here to there, that is the width of the septic tank. The septic tank under here has 3 compartments. And one of the old videos I discussed the engineering of building septic tanks, so I'm not going to go over that. But this is where our water tank sits, right over here. So when you walk in here, you don't even realize that you're actually above the septic tank in here. As you can see, we're still making it to work. Here is the light switch. You flip it on, and that light comes on. Flip it off, flip it on, flip it off. This water tank sits in here. We already showed you the borehole well. The tank sits on the ground. There is nothing above ground here. And that water pumps from out there. It comes into this line and goes into this tank. Right now, I think it's almost full. It's 3/4 of the way full. And then that water leaves the tank, comes here, and goes out this way through this booster pump, and it goes out there. These are workers charging their phones and everything else here from that outlet. As you can see, everything is really dirty and messy because we're still fixing up this place. But yeah, so Bro Usman and his assistants built this here for us, and we are going to paint it with some iron window on this and some iron doors here as well. But that is that. So this is our water tank. It supplies everything we need here. Now, how well does this work? So firstly, before we go into the building, let's come here to the outdoor pump. So by the way, this outlet is just a random outlet that we put here for people to just come around and just get water. I think, as you can see, they're already messing it up, but we can close it. We close the valve from in there. This one is just gravity fed. So if someone brings a bucket, they can just put here and get water. But this is mainly for the workers, for the work that Usman and his crew were doing when they needed water. And at the time we didn't have the power coming to this building, they would use that to get water into these buckets for construction work. This is the main outdoor pump. Now that we have power in here and our booster pump is working, so let's open the faucet and see what happens. So that is the pressure that we get here, right out here, and we're gonna go inside, and this is how much free water we have here. Now, we do not need to have anything suspended because, and did you hear the booster pump is on right now? So I'm gonna have someone open the pump, and then you will hear instantly the booster pump is gonna turn on to increase the pressure. So it is automatic. It's not on right now. You don't hear any sound. I'm gonna tell Usman out there to open that pump, and then you will hear this thing will kick in immediately. Usman, yes. Open that pump out there. So this is automatic. There you go. Do you hear that sound? That is the sound of the pump operator. Turn it off. So whenever you open the faucet, it kicks in. When you close the faucet, it pushes the water that is left out, and then it shuts down by itself. You turn it off? Yeah. Perfect. And down. You see it's turned off. So you don't need to sit around turning booster pump on, turning it off when you need pressurized water. The moment you open a faucet, that thing senses that there is a loose end, an open end, and then it starts to push the water. Now, this is the back of the little cabin. Remember, these security lights, they are all powered by that central solar system that is out there. Oops, before we go in here, let's go from the front. But there is something else you need to see here. So, today's task was coming to install our Starlink, standard Starlink. There it is working, and in fact, that's what my phone is connected to right now. So we have the two solar lights here, this one and this one, and then we have the Starlink dish right up there. That is the receiver from the satellite. So yep, let's zoom out a little bit. Those are the security lights I told you about. They are powered from inside. Today is a super cloudy day, guys. It's been raining, got us wet all day. There's a little bit of, light sky now, but again, that is the sun direction over there. You can see how much sunshine we are getting. So things are gray today. However, we still have enough power. Matter of fact, you see the light is on in there. We just turn these ones off because, it's day, we don't need it really. And at night, these ones will all kick in. So I'm gonna try to go in here. Usman? Yeah. Please open this door for me. So we're gonna go in from the front. This is a light again on the porch. It comes on. There's a switch in there. Of course, that is another security light. And there's a tiny little cabin. So the next thing we're going to do is start cleaning around there, and then of course paint and install windows and doors on that other place. And we've just been cleaning up in here. Super messy. We haven't washed anything up yet. So this is what the inside looks like. It's just empty. So the next thing that is left to do is to build our kitchen cabinet here and connect our kitchen faucet. That is the kitchen area right here. And we have a flow drain in here. That's your Starlink modem here. And this is what the living, sitting, and kitchen area looks like for this tiny little thing here. This is our control box to pump the water from the well. It is a solarized control box. So right now, we're not using the direct solar input. Instead, we are using the power line that comes from that centralized solar installation. I know it's confusing, but let me explain this. These inputs to this box would be used if we were connecting wires directly from the solar panels to this box. That is why the pump in there is a hybrid solar pump. That means this is the solar input, and this input would have been your grid input, but here the grid is also solar. So this is your AC power, this is your DC power input. We are not using the DC power input because we chose to connect our solar into the main panel box of this building and then supply everything else as AC power instead of supplying DC power directly to this. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, that is the connection here. And now we can go out this way. This way is the bedroom. That way is the bathroom, and that is the back door. Yep, so you can see the lights up here. The light here, we have two-way switch. You can turn the light from here off and on. And also when you're going out the door that way, you can also use that switch to turn it off and on. Now this one is the bedroom. So in this bedroom, that wire hanging is going to be for the air condition, which we will mount up here. This switch is for the light, on and off, on and off. Window has window bar. Again, I was warned, please have some secure windows, put some window bars. All of the other windows, I don't like window bars, naturally. But these ones are the bedrooms, and I was told I need to have window bars. And also do this when you design window. This is crude. You have cleverer ways of doing this, but make your window bar accessible to your exit out of this enclosure if there is fire. And that is what we did here. So we will put lock here, and you keep the key close by but not accessible to someone who will break in the window and want to take that key and open the lock. So we'll put locks here, right? So that if there is fire, you can open the locks, open this thing, and get out. That is how you should design every window bars that you put for security reasons. This is our entire electrical wire box. As you can see, it's still like not tightly cut and hidden away, but this is the thing that supplies the power in the entire building. So this is this. Once again, lights are on. And here, let's go to the bathroom. Here we have our water heater, we have our bathroom mirror, we have the toilet, we have the shower area, everything here. Water is on, pressurized. Again, if you were to go out there, that pressure pump kick in. When I close it, it's going to take some time. It will backfill the water that I've already used, and then it will stop. And then as soon as I open it, you see how instant it is. It is already coming pressurized. That is the benefit of doing that. This mirror, I got it from here actually. It's kind of cute. You put this in here, and then it lights up, and then it has a light in it. Turn it off, turn it on. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Now, this is our toilet. Lots of water. Everything works perfectly. Again, as I told you, we have been washed. We washed the floor. There's water, different things, right? Yeah, pressure is in this thing. You need to change different settings. There you go. And as you switch around this thing, it switches to different parts. You can switch to the top part. And there it is. And you can also use the bidet if you want. I think the bidet is the left side, if I remember correctly. Then you do this, and that is it. The shooting, and you can do that. You can wash this entire floor. Yeah, the shooting all the way there. It's pressurized. You can see it's cleaning the floor. It's moving it back a little bit. So you can use this to wash this entire floor. So when you're ready to wash the floor, you definitely use this here. Wash all of this wall and things like that. So we'll do that. For now, yeah. Little works, little finishing. Actually, this place is ready for me to come in here and spend the night. So that's that. I think there is dirt stuck in these pipes. That's one of the things when you install these things and a lot of dirt work is going on. You probably need to come back and do some cleaning in here. This thing was shooting harder than this. I don't know why it's doing this, but I need to check it out. Yeah, that's it. So this light switch is off. So we have 2 lights in here, and we have that. Let's see if we turn the light off. Can you see yourself in the mirror? A little bit dark, but you can still if you were to walk in here at night and you don't want all these bright lights on, you can definitely use this as a light. I think that's really nice. Besides other beauty things, that's not why I need it, but I think you can use it for that dim light in the bathroom just to see your bath, to get into the bathroom at night. You don't want bright lights in your face. So that is that. What else do we need to do? Now this is the back of the building, and that's where we have the water building. And we are going to fix this up, paint it nicely, and then we'll get it ready. Let me step back so you can see the back. Oh, I didn't put the security lights on. Silver, can you put the lights on for me so they can see on the side of the building? So that light is going to flip a switch. You see it is powered by central power system, and there it is. All right, and one of the switch controls 2 of the sides of the building. So you see that switch is switch. Put 2 of the security lights on one switch. And the other switch for the other one is in there. That will basically turn those ones on this side, and on the other wall on. That's how we designed it. All right, thank you. You can switch them off. So that's that. And that's my first skateboard, Usma. I'm gonna gong that one here. Yeah. So there we are. So I'm gonna figure out when it's gonna be my first day sleeping here. So what do I have in here so far? I think you saw the bedroom. It's pretty much still not ready yet. But look at this. I have my air mattress. And this is the thing. I'm just gonna come. It has a built-in pump, I think. And I'm just gonna come and basically inflate it, and I'll be ready to go. Maybe with some bed sheets. Yep. Ta-da-da. Does it come with a built-in pump? I think I did get the one with the built-in pump. Inflates with an internal electric pump or optional manual pump. So it has an internal electric pump. So it has a built-in pump. And of course, I'm already moving gradually. So today I brought in some tissues, paper towel, and water. What else do I need? Yeah, and here's the standing fan. It's already here in the box. Hey, I even have a little plastic table to eat at. I have chairs, and my bed is set. I don't need my chair anymore. I can cook out if I want to cook and roast something, or so I can put some fire sticks together and firewood together and do something. I have my shower working already. Toilet's working. I think I'm ready to move in, guys. Tell me what you think.